Radiant team ban.
Fire Spirits.
Simultaneously, you also don't really want to run Safe Lane Weaver in this game and do 4 Death Prophet because she's countered by Axe, right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of scary to play that game.
I think Legion actually makes a lot of sense against Phoenix because by the time he eggs, your benefit in the early game is that you Fire Spirited everyone at least once, but you can at least purge your gyro off or something like that, and you can just hit.
Yeah.
They banned the Undying. I've seen that, the interaction. OG, I believe, did it at one of their previous tournaments.
Something kind of front lines for the gyro, amps him up. I would like a stun for Ember Spirit.
Because right now you have is that Death Prophet silence in the Legion Commander duel.
Yeah, it's
Not guaranteed.
Not
Yeah.
a great amount of stuff.
10 seconds.
So you do think it will be a support hero here, though? You don't think No Tail wants to play that DP?
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know. It's OG, right? That's the thing. They can pretty much play whatever they want.
You
Yeah,
should
who
do
knows?
Silencer.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. My bad.
Good morning, everyone!
I apologize. That's my fault. I got excited.
You did. You got excited for Silencer. Why? I don't know if you were memeing or not, but why?
I think it actually counters Hellraiser's draft pretty nicely. It's really good against Phoenix. Disruptor can never combo.
Okay.
It's good, like when the Axe jumps in, like you just, well, I don't think they'll do it, but I think
They go next to, hey, we even talked about this. Why not? There's a Spirit in the pool as well. Axe's spin. You can set up these invis carapaces pretty easy. Feels like on 3, if not 4 heroes if Thunder Strike's used aggressively.
Provides 1 disable against Ember Spirit. Nyx Assassin provides 2.
3 with the Meteor Hammer, which I've seen.
10
The triple.
seconds remaining.
So what do you end it? How do you, what's the gotcha? Is there a gotcha here?
5 seconds remaining.
It seems to probably be Kasani's hero, so he is the cheese player. Do any of those fit into this? Like his TA? Don't think you really want to play TA this game.
T's are okay-ish.
Because how do you think Hellraisers wants to play? They have okay catch and team fight with the Phoenix, Disruptor, Axe, but you don't have overwhelming team fights. So do you
Medusa,
wanna-
protect the egg.
Dusa, Bristle, I don't know. I want something that just runs in and doesn't care too much about Nyx.
Yeah, because Bristol, like, obviously your Quill's going to hit him, you're going to get Carapace, but it's only one time. It's such low cool, and you just keep running.
What are they
I like
lacking
that.
right now? They kind of lack damage on the side of
Yeah.
Hellraisers.
Well,
You've got all these combos.
okay.
but
They're going with the hard carry, the Morphling.
I don't know how much I love that. I think he pairs nicely against Gyro, but I think he might require too much time. If Funnick needs a really good lane here, and he might. If we think it's going to be 5
Nyx Gyro.
Nyx
lane.
Gyro, I think Axe should be fine in that. I would imagine, especially with the help of Phoenix.
Yeah,
I think they'll
Phoenix
win that lane.
should be fine.
I think if they win that lane and Funnick gets off to a really hot start, I do think they'll win this game. Hellraisers has had a really hard time enabling Funnick lately.
Yeah.
Whenever like they enable his game, he looks really good, and then he snowballs a win for them. But lately, this whole like Timbersaw, he gets counter lane really hard, is not working out for them.
I'm not convinced that he's gonna win. Like I feel like both side lanes they could lose. You know, like I could see like one
That's a
misplay
world.
against a gyrocopter and Funnick dies, and then I think that lane is probably winning, right? The Legion Commander against Ember Disruptor.
So who you guys have to take if you had to?
I'd go OG.
Okay. Blitz?
It's a game 2 OG though.
I think they're gonna win 2 out of 3 lanes, but I think if Funnick does go ham and he stomps his lane, he can pace really well.
Okay, you hear it. It could be. Will Nyx carry on that Morphling, or will No Tail carry with that Nyx? We'll have to go over to LD and Gods to check it out.
Game 2 of our showdown here between Grant and his Mountain Dew Game Fuel. And the Game Fuel's won. Grant has been kicked out.
He's donezo.
He's out of there. But we're all you have left, guys, so let's get ready. Game 2. OG Gods, they have had to use stand-ins this tournament, as Thompson and Mid-1 are in Southeast Asia. They've had some games where they look totally dominant, other games where they look a little shaky. Not sure exactly how seriously they're taking every individual map. Obviously, you know, this is the only Dota right now, so I'm sure they want to win, but they also feel very loose and relaxed. So will they close it out here against Hellraisers?
Yeah, it seems almost like OG's using the experience to play with 33, kind of learn from him, his hero pool. Like, they've just been doing all kinds of weird core picks, with obviously the core Chen being the big example. We've seen mid Darkseer. We're seeing different stuff. This is going to be one of his more standard games, I guess. He's playing the Death Prophet, I imagine, so something a bit more conventional as far as drafts go. And I think that's been one of my criticisms of OG, is that it doesn't feel like they have that mid laner who can play the stable meta mids, but on the Death Prophet it should look a bit different.
Yeah, he plays all of like the kind of unusual ones, like the almost more of the offlane heroes, and his core Chen, which is like a 33 special. But yeah, you're not seeing the Ember Spirits, the Void Spirits, these types of heroes. So
the Spirits,
basically.
3 of which, most mid laners need to play those 3 Spirits. Some even play the 4th. We've seen an Earth Spirit made from one of the teams. So
seen a lot on Crit Stream as well.
Yep,
pretty beastly. But yeah, odds favoring OG. No big surprise there. I think regardless of the draft pregame, you know, people are going to favor OG. They may change their tune when they see them dying, but looks like Funnick did disconnect here, guys, so he's back into the game. Let's get into it. OG versus Hellraisers, game 2. Here we go. Or maybe not. Here we go.
Let's unleash our brilliance, as the players will be looking to do just that in the game. 4-position Weaver. We've seen Weaver kind of emerge as one of these really strong picks because of the flexibility as well as the buffs. The 4-position being this nice save, as well as the core Weaver coming back and seeing a resurgence as well.
With a bit less success, I want to say. I don't think the core Weavers have done particularly well.
Yeah.
Sumail had that one crazy game that OG won. I think it was versus Viking, but that was... I would not say it's because Core Weaver is so good, it's just because the game was wild.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of wild Core Weaver games, because it's a hero that will generally have a really good game, but then struggle to win the game.
Sumail, top lane. Uh-oh. Getting caught out a little bit, but knocked out with the beauty of a stun.
Beautiful.
Needed to hit that double, I think, as Sumail did take quite a bit of punishment.
We saw the Axe Phoenix from Virtus Pro. They ran over Nigma's Ember lane. If you have a weak safe lane, this is a painful lane. Battle Hunger, Fire Spirit spam is just going to whittle away your health. And
Gyro doesn't have the easiest way to secure CS to remove the Battle Hunger. So that could prove problematic. Meanwhile, for Hellraisers, sending just the Morphling bottom for the moment. I imagine someone's going to rotate there, so I guess it'll probably be Miposhka. Looking down.
That makes sense. I think OG probably also learned from Nigma's mistakes. Make sure you get a Headress against this lane. You're playing against the constant spam, the nukes. You need Headress. This is a must-buy item. When you're in the defensive lane that's being harassed and you're just trying to secure as many creeps as possible, you need lots of regen.
So you see Seb doing a little creep blocking here. Nyx will give him a love tap down bottom as Miposhka has arrived. So our safe lane is going to be a Legion Weaver versus a Disruptor Morphling. Disruptor definitely fallen off in popularity, guys.
Yeah.
We've not seen much of the Thunder Raptor.
Yeah, a few nerfs to the hero. The Ags nerf particularly saw the hero become a lot weaker, at least once you get that Axe timing. The reduced duration of Static Storm made it no longer quite as potent as it once was. And this particular game against Legion Commander, this hero can just purge your Thunderstrike the entire laning stage, so it feels like OG should have a really good time down bottom with this Weaver LC dual lane.
Yeah, of course, Morphling a tough kill, but if they can slow down his farm, they'll be quite happy with that.
It's going to, like you say, probably turn into more of a farm trade and just try harass him to... You're never going to kill him, but try and bully him as much as possible. Force him to use regen and make sure you contest his farm.
Well, as you mentioned, this dual lane is pretty fearsome. Already Sumail taking quite a bit of punishment.
Yep.
As No Tail was the one who took the damage first, but he can heal it off pretty nicely. 6 HP regen without the Tango. Now 13 with it. So doing the best he can as a support to soak up. Yep.
And importantly, OG playing the defensive lane also de-ward their pull camp. So they're going to have a pull to play around. They're going to have the Hedros regen. There is no real kill potential for them until they get, I'd say, at least level 3 on Gyrocopter. Maybe even need level 4, level 5. But they're just looking to play this lane very defensively, pull whenever possible. And Sumail's just trying to make sure he can try to get rid of that battle hunger whenever it is cast.
Homie Missile gives Funnick a little donk, but still no points in the barrage here from Sumail. So no real follow-up to that. They are definitely struggling in this lane. The war of attrition is doing its work already. He's eaten through all of his tangos. He's given them one to Sumail, but Sumail's also used quite a few and at below half health, so more regen will be required. Funnick, though,
a lot of damage. Yeah, he's salving. He'll live.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets almost the full salve duration off before the missile hits. So really smart play from Funnick, knowing that missile's coming in. He just pops his salve, runs away from both heroes, and they have no way to cancel it. So this will be a free lane for Funnick, and he's very good at setting up his lanes for success. It's often what he does after that where he kind of shoots himself in the foot a bit.
While this is happening, Sumail's being dove at the tower. Roger committing for this one. Is he going to get the first blood? Sumail, no. He has the fairy fire, and we'll get the kill.
Wow. Heads play from Sumail, understanding his hero's limits once Roger ran out of fire spirits.
Yeah, Phoenix has 1 armor, and the Gyro has 10 under tower, so that is not a fight you're likely to win.
No, yeah, Sumail, very heads-up play. And that's a first blood, so he was having a tough lane and suddenly gets skipped a lot of gold. He is trapped behind his tier 1 tower a bit, so he needs to get his courier out, which is kind of difficult to do when that axe is constantly behind your wave. Until you're level 5, you have that ground courier that's so easy to snipe, but it looks like No-Tail TP'd back in with his regen, his Wraith Band.
What a buddy.
Yep, double Wraith Band already, plus the double salve, so he uses one and still has a second one to play around. This is, like you say, what a buddy indeed.
Oh, Funnick wasn't expecting this rotation. Saksa coming in with the Sakuchi. Should be enough to secure the kill, I believe. No, Homie Missile following the Phoenix, has the TP out. No-Tail stun has cooled down. He lets it go, and the kill is now secured. Well, meanwhile, Roger also being pressured all the way out of the lane. Get the hell out of here, says Sumail.
Mad. He's chasing.
Might actually whittle him down here. Once the stick charge, that'll be enough for a rocket barrage.
Yep.
And with that, oh, maybe just auto attacks will do the trick, Roger. No, okay. Just still chasing. Still chasing.
Oh, he needed to aggro the neutral. He didn't do it. He could have flanked off the neutral.
Not enough, though.
Yeah, I think he could have chased him down with the stick into rocket barrage. Sumail maybe not quite recognizing that. He did have the movement speed to keep up, I believe. Either way, he'll go back to the lane and have bullied out the Phoenix, missing out a bit of CS to do so, though. Down at bottom, we'll see how the Morphling's faring. 20 last hits, 7 denies, and possibly a kill.
Seb alone here with that Weaver rotation. Is not going to live. Big kill for Nyx and Maposhka. Definitely have to take advantage of Saksa being off the lane as he looks to secure a bounty rune here, but Kasani quick on the trigger will snag it, which refills his bottle. Got to be happy about that.
Big neutral sack, though, in front. Well, he's an axe, so he'll happily swoop in to try and secure this one. No-Tail will at least want to leech some of the experience. Ideally, gets the battle hunger off with the last hit. Doesn't do so. Not the end of the world for him.
Saksa did also ward the Radiant Triangle while that was happening, so they can keep an eye on future stacks for the axe. As Funnick is being pursued here, low mana on Sumail, though, and they'll probably need at least 2-3 rocket barrages to kill Funnick.
They maybe could have chased him with Gyro, but it would have taken, like you say, taken such a big commitment. It probably wouldn't be worth it with how much CS Sumail would miss at the tower. Instead, Sumail will take the free farm top while the supports zone Funnick away from the lane.
Like actually just helping OG farm up a neutral stack. That secures No-Tail's level 4.
Okay, they'll take it.
Didn't get the last spin in time.
Yeah, level 4 at 6 minutes in as a 5 position is pretty nice.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Kasani in 33, exchanging blows here. Spirit Siphon is popped, and Kasani, he's got the Remnant. He'll zip down. But unfortunately, the rune going to Saksa.
Yeah. That's always key when your enemy mid laner has a bottle and has the ability to like get to the runes before your mid laner. You want to make sure as a support to try and secure those as much as possible.
They found No-Tail here with the battle hunger and the swoop through from the Phoenix, but the retaliation from Sumail comes in the form of a Homie Missile. As Saksa is going to get the courier picked off. Has the Arcane Rune. They might be able to chase him down with this. Funnick taking decent damage. There's another Sakuchi. They don't want to dive the tower. Phoenix is still in the neighborhood. And they're going to play it safe.
It's the stage where the Rock has that third point. It starts to really add up how much damage you can do with it. So we're seeing that Funnick on the Axe no longer really has the lane dominance over Sumail anymore. He has to play very careful.
Seb down bottom, taking quite a beating from Nyx, but here comes the rotation of Saksa. Comes through, does some chip damage, but no real kill threat. In fact, he's in danger now. Saksa, the Arcane Rune's worn off. He's got the stick. He will have another Sakuchi. But the support Weaver, after that one rotation on top, it feels like he is struggling a bit to really secure these lanes.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a whole lot he can do down bottom to help
Axe
his
and
Legion
Morphlane
anymore.
are just not heroes that Weaver can really pressure that much.
He's very reliant on the gyrocopter if he wants to get any kills there. He does snipe the courier down bottom, so that's annoying, and that's one of the things Weaver is very good at, which is also, I think, another reasons why he's come into the meta as a support is these couriers are quite important.
They've brought some punishment for you, my friend. Well, this time at least space created as an Exorcism is forced out, and Kasani farming the middle lane. 33 will TP back, though, gets off the Spirit Siphon, tries to force him away, but this means not using Exorcism and take a tower early.
Haster in top. Ember wants to get there.
He has remnants.
Yeah.
33 is just going to chase him a little bit. But another rune bottled by Kasani. He's got 2 out of 3 so far, I believe.
It's a really nice rune. We haven't seen this Ember move from this mid lane yet, but with a haste rune, there's a very good chance he tries to make a play, especially a hero like a gyrocopter. You have no way to get away from and deal with an Ember Spirit rotating on you other than TPing out after Searing Chains is on cooldown, but I think Hellraisers could very likely look for a kill on Sumail. Problem is, Funnick is very under-leveled. He's just trying to catch up and farm with some neutral stacks here. He's not even level 6 yet, 9 minutes in.
But look who's there, looking to leech. Saksa moving in, and is going to get near Kasani, who's just cleaning up a triple stack of his own. So Saksa thinks about...
He's here, though.
Oh, could he still neutral him? No, he's going to get caught out by the chains. He's in trouble. There's no point in call yet. Doesn't matter. They get the kill. And just not seeing impact from the support Weaver that we've seen in some of the other games. As Nyx also gets Seb bottom, so Morphling off to a nice start. Ember off to a nice start. Funnick is behind, but he's catching up.
Yeah, it felt like OG.
And it's not like Seb's having a good game, gods. He's at 1900 net worth. It's funny. Still almost 700 gold up on him.
Yeah, Seb's having a really rough one, and you would kind of expect this when Saksa leaves the lane as early as he did, which was useful to secure Sumail's game. Sumail's got more farm and Axe is being pressured because of it. Funnick would be like top 2 net worth if not for this Weaver rotation. So I like the Weaver's decision, but obviously it comes at a cost, which is Seb's game, and he's not able to farm anywhere near what Axe can. He doesn't get to jungle and farm stacks with counter
Saksa
healing.
is running Maposhka now, scurrying about with the Sakuchi. Actually, I think he wanted to snipe this courier of the Morphlings. He saw it earlier with the ward, and he is gonna find it again. Courier Exterminator on the case.
Yeah, that's really good. It's even being microed over the trees, which is usually the safe play to make, where it's like, oh, it's fine. They're not going to be able to kill it. Even if you get vision, it takes 2 right clicks. Well, Weaver, Gemini, you get insta 2 right clicks. So very obnoxious stuff.
Meanwhile, did also force Mapochka to go hide behind the tower so he wouldn't feed. But it is a free farm Morphling, who's sitting tied for net worth lead, basically, with this Death Prophet. His action breaks out top, call down comes through, working down Funnick. They bring him down to about a quarter HP, but now Phoenix going back the other way with the Icarus dive, the follow-up from Kasani, chasing No-Tail into the trees, and in the trees, he will rest. Funnick puts him out of his misery with the blade. Now the dual bottom lane, they're trying to make a go on Morphling. I don't think they're killing this guy. Sumail is no call down. They're going to try. Wait for him. Into the trees, and TP's out of there, so Nyx creating some space, but also maybe signing a death warrant from Mapochka. No way to cancel this. He's out too.
Okay.
So a big commitment by OG. Can they at least get the tower? Exorcism was used a moment ago, but it's a full HP tower, and 33 is pretty low. With the catapult, looks like it should be enough.
Yeah, he should heal up a little bit as well, or maybe not so much. The Exorcism wearing off didn't really heal him all that much, and OG should get this tier 1 with all the rotations up top. That's Ember's TP on cooldown, so Sumail making the counterplay, and we'll see both teams kind of looking to pressure the offlane tier 1s, although...
And they already have a Spirit Vessel, so they have a tool to deal with Nyx early in this game.
Yeah, this is really nice. They can really threaten him.
Dire structures
HR
are fortified.
smoked up. Roger leading the charge, has his Supernova ready. They know Exorcism's on cooldown. They're going to converge. They find Sumail down bottom. No real backup here. Chains coming through. The kinetic field will cage him, and the helicopter will go down. Meanwhile, mid, Seb, also in danger, gets off the nuke. Overwhelming odds. And now Sock's on the chase. They get the Spirit safe and going on Nyx. I don't think he realized that this soul release is already available. And with the silence coming through, the follow-up duel, they get the kill and the dual damage.
Yeah, he was expecting to, you know, do morphling things and be unkillable. Oh, I've been ganked by 3 heroes. Let's morph strength and waveform away, but with Spirit Vessel in play, not
I'm in
possible.
danger.
Yeah.
33 trying to take the outpost here, but trying to stop the outpost from being taken, I should say. And he's going to punish Roger again. Will he get the kill? Oh, so close. Does. He gets the second charge off, forces out the Supernova. Does mean he has no Spirit Vessel charges now, though, which is good news for Morphling for the time being.
Some tips going out. That was a kill on Funix X. Man, Funix is just having a rough series. I'd even say a rough tournament. He often has these lanes where he's set up to succeed, and then, I mean, this game, it's because OG put so much attention to shutting him down. I think they've recognized that he is a key player for Hellraisers as a tempo controller. They give him these really good heroes for the game, but he's just never ready for that third hero to rotate. That second support coming to his lane, it's like this 2 games in a row where he's had a good lane and then just ended up kind of dying a lot.
Somebody's likely to die here as they move in. No-Town with the Carapace stun. Which way will he go? Gets off the 2 hero stun, but the quick chains interruption. Waveform off the mark, but looks like he should roast down. Slowly. Will he die? He will. And Kasani getting the last hit, but that was a 4 hero rotation. So a pretty heavy investment while 33 was shoving it. They do lose the Disruptor as well as the Axe. Morphling having to TP out and no way to cancel it. So it's a 2-for-1 with Exorcism committed again, but in position to maybe threaten this tower.
Yeah, that's great. They kill 2 heroes again. It's one of which is a core. Ideally, they wanted to catch the Morphling, but he waveformed into a really nice slot to TP from the trees where he couldn't be found. So not like a massive teamfight win for OG, but it's, you know, it's enough from your Exorcism. You kill 2 heroes, you do a little bit of damage to a tier 1 tower, you just maintain the edge over Hellraisers, who it feels like they're going to have to go into this, let's
Flame Guard's going to wear off here in a moment. Carapace, combined with the stun, they have the silence. It's safe and going, Spirit Vessel as well. But Ember Spirit is out of there.
Yeah, just level 1 silence, and I think level 2 impale on Nyx Assassin, so not the highest level of silencer stun.
But in that previous fight, we did see what you were talking about, the Nyx. Like, want some intel. Hellraiser Sentry and gets the initiation off on Miposhka, but the backup is converging. They bring No-Tail low. He gets purged by Sep, healed back up, and will retreat. So denies the smoke, now the glimpse. They reel him back in. They don't want to overcommit on No-Tail. They know there's bigger targets, but he gets off another good Carapace. Into the backlines goes Soxa, and they found Funnick once again. Funnick's going to go down. The Egg not in a good position. They lose Roger too. That's 2 heroes dead, and an ult down.
This is like the driven 5 position Knicks play. Everyone's throwing spells at you and you're getting off multiple carapaces. You die eventually, but your team is just using your death to win the fight. 3 kills in succession. Funnick couldn't get his Culling Blade onto No-Tail. If he did, that movement speed bonus may have allowed him to survive and then re-engage, but...
And they're playing 4v5 right now. Nyx is just farming. He is not participating in fights.
Yeah, until he has a way to get rid of the Spirit Vessel, which I believe, yeah, he's rushing Manta style. He doesn't want to join fights. He's telling his team, like... The Dragon Scale on the axe that killed him, or Battle Hunger?
I mean,
yeah.
they used another smoke, and they debuted the Blink to kill the Nyx.
Yep.
So you're fine with that if you're No-Tail.
Yeah, that's... He's probably just laughing. He's like, guys, they smoke kicked me. He's basically saying he's in their head because he is winning these fights for OG. I think Hellraisers are just like so frustrated with him. They're like, let's just kill this goddamn Nyx assassin.
Killing him does not take away his abilities. You know?
No,
it's not like
no.
he needs an item to do these things.
He is perfectly happy with all the farm he's got. At no point...
Farming, you know, he's not that far behind, but he is behind, which is concerning.
And it is the Morphos Gyrocopter, so we're going to see Morphling getting the free flat kind of design.
He gets caught here by the Carapace, the silence coming through as well. Do they have any way to save him? Duel crashes in, they get the kill, and now they turn on the egg. Seb just smacks it down, finishes it off with ease. Good static storm here, but it only deals with the Aegis. Do they have enough for... Kasani committing for this. Can he kill off this pesky bug? He will. Now he needs to get the hell out. He's out. Next. Focus profit.
He might require too much time. If Funnick has... He might require too much time. If Funnick needs a really good lane here, and he might. If we think it's going to be 5...
Nyx Gyro.
Nyx Gyro. I think Axe should be fine in that. I would imagine, especially with the help of Phoenix.
Yeah,
I think they'll win. Lane here, and he might, if we think it's going to be 5 if
Nick's gyro.
Nick's
lane?
gyro, I think Axe should be fine in that. I would imagine, especially with the help of Phoenix.
Yeah,
I think they'll win.
If you get double outposts, that's a lot of experience going your way. I think OG with Aegis and Ham want to try and even force a fight if possible, but
Will Hellraisers take that fight?
Ember's trying to maybe get top outpost. No, it doesn't look like he wants to risk it.
He has a gem now. Roger bought that.
Okay.
They're tired of these X initiations, and I guess to a lesser extent, Soxa just constantly running roughshod over the backlines in the fights.
It allows the Ember to actually split push waves and farm more greedily on the map because he doesn't have to worry about Nyx just vendetting him with a Carapace. So.
Sumail has tipped his hand now as the Sacred Relic enters his inventory, and they are hunting. No-Tail walking in. He will get the stun on Maposhka here. Follow-up swarm coming through. They do connect with the chains, but Maposhka can't run away from that
as well.
pesky bug. They get the kill, and on the south side, he finds the Phoenix, so suddenly the 5v3. OG with an Aegis, they're positioned to go high ground. Sumail's already up in the base, spider legging his way over. The creep wave is killed off. They've got Exorcism. There's no buyback on this Phoenix. They do have one on the Disruptor. I don't think this glyph is going to stop OG gods. They counter glyph. They are committed for this.
Creep alive.
They're so close to the rapier too. Sumail, if he gets this tower, he'll just about have it.
He's just being buffed. Press the attack. Solar Crest.
And look at the positioning. Like, how do you possibly get any combo off here? Disruptor, maybe a 2-hero Static Storm on the BKB Death Prophet and the Gyrocopter with Aegis. Good luck finding easy kills. I don't think there's going to be a repeat of that team fight, but Hellraisers, if they don't go soon, they're going to lose 2 lanes. They finally have Phoenix respawning. It's time to make your move.
If they don't go soon, Sumail's Rapier's on the way on the Courier, so it's going to get even harder.
OG, they're just going to, they might just try to win with this Aegis gods.
Yeah. I mean, while he's got, if you're going to combine it, you want to do it now while he's got 8.
No-Tail, he blinks out, he baits out the blink call. They start tickling Sumail.
Here comes the Rapier. Will he combine it? Yes, he will.
Yeah. Instant purge off, removing that Spirit Vessel charge as they do catch Funnick. Once again, it's No-Tail with the Carapace, forcing Funnick backing away. The whole Hellraiser squad has to get out. He's Satanic's up. He's man-fighting. They get the duel. They kill up the Morphling. He's dead. No buyback for 70. OG could just win the game now.
Yep.
They don't know this buyback is unavailable, but they're going to find out real soon when it's not getting used and their team is aggressively diving. They lose the Nyx. Instant buyback. They're going for it. OG trying to speed run this game number 2 and close it out with a 2-0 for Hellraiser. Sumail, though. Oh, the time lapse keeps him alive. Tier 4s are dropping. OG committing. Roger, he can't deal with the flack. He might just go down. He's going to jump all the way back into the fountain. Running out of time. Jeez, they're holding. OG, they're going to kill off these heroes. They still keep the Gyrocopter alive. The egg gets blown up. 33 auto attacks. Now turning back for the axe. It's a massacre. Hellraisers have been raised out of this game. OG, just like that, you know, it's like they hit the gas and the game just completely flips.
Yeah, this team is just so good at finding that one moment of weakness